here. This is the Tribune that I have with me here in my hand, and it essentially in the top page over here says, I.N.D.I.A leaders to meet today, seat sharing and a common minimum program is on the agenda. 28 parties to attend. Opposition alliance says it has many prime ministerial faces. BJP has just the one. The BJP is going to come out quickly say, well, you know what, we're confident. We know what we're doing. We're not confused or dilly-dallying like you are. Let me just read out a couple of salient infographics here on the top page, Varghese, and then we'll go across to what other newspaper dailies have. So yesterday, of course, there was that big conference. We saw all the Maharashtra Congress leaders and of course Uddhav Thackeray over there as well. Mamata Banerjee came, Varghese. Mamata Banerjee tied a rakhi to Uddhav Thackeray. Mamata Banerjee went and met the Bachchans also. So it was already the ball had started rolling. Things were in motion. Now the Bloc is going to unveil their logo today.
Oh, okay.
I.N.D.I.A will also unveil its logo, which will help the partners connect with the voters. 63 delegates will attend the meeting representing 28 political parties. Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge, M.K. Stalin, Mamata Banerjee, Arvind Kejriwal, Nitish Kumar, Sharad Pawar, Uddhav Thackeray, Hemant Soren among the top leaders who are going to be attending this particular meeting.
Almost 6 chief ministers are also going to be in that meeting.
Absolutely. You've got a lot of chief ministers in this I.N.D.I.A block. That's actually a good observation. Now, regional parties' role, that is going to be very crucial here. The two-day meet will also discuss the role of regional parties in the backdrop of the split in the Shiv Sena and the Nationalist Congress Party. And you still don't know what's happening between the Pawars. And that's the beauty of the neutrals out there who are trying to look for an exciting game. Just one more thing. Mayawati says will go solo. BSP chief Mayawati said there was no question of her party joining hands with the NDA or the I.N.D.A grouping. So the common minimum program, what do you think that's going to entail? Yesterday we had that massive long press conference, so much that was already declared in that press conference. So expect a logo today?
You can expect a logo today and also some key features that, as you were in fact pointing out, the India leaders might also fix timelines for key tasks. That's what the Hindustan Times is saying. Evolve a social media plan. Now, just imagine how important social media has also become quite important for all of them. Fix the schedule for the next meeting to be held in North India.
Look at the preparation visuals, Varghese. This very morning. Look at the preparation visuals.
Well, and consider a few resolutions, including one on electronic voting machines, said the leaders cited above. So, after, the last one is in Bengaluru, this one is in Mumbai, and next will be in North India. I'll be quite curious to find out which would be that location. But the contentious issue of working panels, especially the 11-member coordination committee to handle secretarial work and operational tasks may generate differences in the meeting, is what the Hindustan Times is in fact saying. But for me, very interestingly enough, there were these big questions that were being asked, and who's going to be the Prime Ministerial face?
Take a look at what Lalu Prasad Yadav has said. And Lalu Prasad Yadav, this person, I mean, that he means it when he says something. And when he was leaving for Maharashtra, he was saying ki natiya dabane ja rahe hain Pradhan Mantri ka, which means, I mean, basically I'm going to go grab the Prime Minister. That's the kind of ambition and morale is with which Lalu Prasad Yadav conducts himself, even at this age, even after fighting so many ailments. May I quickly read this little quote? It says, Rashtriya Janata Dal Chief and former Chief Minister of Bihar, Lalu Prasad Yadav, who has reached Mumbai to take part in the meeting of opposition parties, said a decision regarding the appointment of a national convener for the I.N.D.A bloc will be taken today. It will be decided tomorrow, Lalu Prasad Yadav said, answering a query. The agenda will be to make preparations for the times ahead. Elections are approaching. If candidates have to be decided, we need to sit together. The third meeting of opposition parties is scheduled to take place in Mumbai, ladies and gentlemen, today and tomorrow. The opposition parties held the second meeting in Bengaluru and decided to call their alliance I.N.D.I.A. So a big decision that was taken in Bengaluru. What big decision is going to come up today?
Well, interestingly enough also, you remember the kind of, everyone saying that, our leaders also were to begin the Prime Minister. The big question of who's going to be PM. There's a reaction coming in from Atishi from I.N.D.I.A. Kejriwal is not in the race for PM's post is what she's saying. Delhi Minister Atishi on Wednesday said Aam Aadmi Party national convener Arvind Kejriwal is not in the race for the Prime Minister's post hours after party's chief spokesperson Priyanka Kakkar batted for him as India Bloc's PM candidate. So,
Right.
So we know that AAP is not in the fray.
But we've got a reaction from the I.N.D.I.A party, and we've got a reaction from the Congress as well. Supriya Srinath and Raghav Chadha. Let's listen into those reactions, and we'll come back for more, ladies and gentlemen.
इंडिया अलायंस एक अपनी थर्ड सबसे महत्वपूर्ण बैठक करने जा रहा है। पहली बैठक पटना में हुई जिसपे मीटिंग ऑफ माइंड्स हुआ, सब साथ आए और इस देश को बेरोजगारी से, महंगाई से, एग्रेरियन क्राइसिस से मुक्ति दिलाएं, उसका एक फैसला लिया गया। बेंगलोर की बैठक में सब साथ आए और सबने इस अलायंस का क्या स्वरूप होगा, क्या नाम होगा, उसका नामकरण किया। अब तीसरी महत्वपूर्ण बैठक जो मुंबई में की जा रही है, जो 31 अगस्त और 1 सितंबर को की जाएगी, उसमें आगे का क्या एजेंडा होगा, कौन से वो मुख्य मुद्दे हैं जिसका समाधान लेकर हम जनता के बीच जाएंगे, क्या हमारा ब्लूप्रिंट होगा, भारत देश को फिर से आगे बढ़ने की, तरक्की की राह पर कैसे लेकर जाना है, लोगों की रोजमर्रा की जीवन में कैसे हम बेहतरी ला सकते हैं, कैसे उनकी आमदनी बढ़ा सकते हैं, कैसे उनका खर्च कम कर सकते हैं, कैसे उन्हें अच्छी शिक्षा, अच्छा इलाज दे सकते हैं, इन विषयों पर चर्चा होगी और उसको कैसे आगे लोगों तक लेकर जाना है, इस पर उसका एक पूरा प्लान बनेगा, एक ब्लूप्रिंट बनेगा।
On this government, but I think the way he was suspended, you know, revocation is one thing. What did he do? He is the leader of the largest opposition party. Why did you suspend him? Because he was raising issues that matter to this country? Because he was talking about Manipur? Because he was trying to lay threadbare how grossly you have misadministered Manipur? I mean, the fact that he was suspended in the first place leaves a lot to be desired, and a lot of questions need to be answered by this government. Not just him. The way they had suspended politicians across the spectrum. So anybody who wants to now speak in parliament will be suspended by this high-handed government. I think better sense has prevailed, and I think democracy demands that MPs, leaders cannot be suspended just because they don't toe your line.
Supriya Srinath over there talking about Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary's revocation of the suspension.
But with regard to this India ranks also, something interesting has come from Sharad Pawar, you know, one of those groupings we were talking about, like what is the role of the regional parties. Well, he's given a very interesting statement. He said that more parties joining I.N.D.I.A ranks, see Sharad Pawar on eve of the meet. We have several choices for PM's post, again on the PM's factor, but the BJP has one person, just like how you in fact pointed out, for the past 10 years, says Uddhav
I
Thackeray.
think this is going to work in favor of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Adding that as the opposition alliance grows stronger, the union government will start distributing LPG cylinders for free.
Absolutely. You know what? We've got quite a few watching the stream right now. For all those that are tuning in to News9 Live right now, ladies and gentlemen, get down in the comment sections. Tell us what you feel. What about Sharad Pawar's latest claim that we've got so many PM faces, but the BJP has just the one? Does it favor the Bharatiya Janata Party or does it favor the opposition bloc more? Get down in the comment sections. Let us know. Varghese, take a look at this. It says here with a big question mark, and this is certainly a big question mark, which says Kharge to be the I.N.D.I.A convener? Question mark.
Oh, that's
what
a
they're
big
asking.
position, yeah.
Ahead of the Mumbai meet, AICC President Mallikarjun Kharge's name is doing the rounds as a plausible candidate for the convener of the I.N.D.I.A bloc. Now, of course, Mallikarjun Kharge has shown that after he became the president, they have won a couple of states. They have got that thumping majority in Karnataka.
He's the senior
and he's
leader.
been able to keep the flock together in terms of acting as a glue in this large, democratically functioning party
also,
like the Congress calls itself.
Kharge has proven his mettle when it comes to the fact that he keeps the relationships going on with other parties also.
Right.
So he does a lot of backroom talks as well.
And more than that, in the latest CWC, you've got all these dissenting G23 leaders who again made their way back in.
Also, yeah, and
that's
also,
because Kharge reached out.
Let us not forget that Kharge is a prominent Dalit face as well.
Absolutely.
So all these factors and looks like why Kharge's name is being put in place
when he was being
it comes to
prompted,
the convener's
when
post.
his name was being prompted as the AICC, president, many even said that no, the Congress won't do this because he is their potential PM candidate face as well. So Mallikarjun Kharge, the versatility that he brings at this age, the way he's toiling hard, and I've seen it myself in Karnataka. It is commendable, but at the same time, let's not jump the gun here. No speculations per se. Actually, who am I kidding? It's all speculation, isn't it? It says SAD, Shiromani Akali Dal, won't join the opposition bloc. So Shiromani Akali Dal and the BSP both seems like out of it.
I think these are early decisions that are being taken. So I think when it comes to closer to the elections, those parties that if they are not in NDA nor on I.N.D.I.A on the national front, they'll be on the losing side.
You were asking about the I.N.D.I.A party. It says here the I.N.D.I.A party leader wants Kejriwal as PM face.
So probably that is why
Atishi rules CM
completely
out.
out.
Delhi Finance Minister Atishi on Wednesday said Aam Aadmi Party's national convener and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal was not in the running to become the Prime Minister of the country. Well, sad for all the Aam Aadmi Party supporters there, but trust me, he wasn't getting a chance in this I.N.D.I.A bloc. I mean, as far as
But again,
my limited opinion is concerned.
one of the crucial...
it also says here, when it's saying that Aam Aadmi Party is Arvind Kejriwal will not become the Prime Minister, it says here that news is also doing the rounds that Nitish is PM material, says JDU leaders. Ahead of opposition grouping India's third meeting in Mumbai, leaders of Bihar's ruling JDU leaders once again claimed that Chief Minister Nitish Kumar is Prime Minister material. But talks on seat sharing are going to be on.
That is where I would like to
But priority right now is the common minimum program, saying Sharad Pawar. But why is Sharad Pawar saying this when Pawar camp itself is eyeing seats under the I.N.D.I.A bloc in Haryana and Rajasthan?
See, Pawar, I think Pawar is also trying to ensure that, he gets a foothold outside Maharashtra to an extent. But, when you spoke about the I.N.D.I.A bloc, and you said that they are mostly going to look at for the CMP part of it, the biggest contentious issue is going to be about seat sharing, because in some of these states, Congress is the principal opposition to the major I.N.D.A partners. Like, for example, the left front in Kerala, the CPIM, you have AAP in Punjab and to an extent in Delhi as well. Your principal opposition is the Congress. So, when you go on the ground, how will this complicated democracy actually work out? You will be alliance at the center and opposition and this thing at the state level, because it's going to be very tough to make sense out of this fact. But there seems to be the split personality going on in many places, especially when it comes to these aspects.
Well, absolutely. So, what's going to happen? Pawar camp eyeing seats under I.N.D.I.A alliance in Haryana and Rajasthan. Meanwhile, Sharad Pawar himself saying that, talks on seat sharing are definitely on, but the focus is now on the common minimum program. Who's going to be the convener of this, this particular I.N.D.I.A bloc? The name of Mallikarjun Kharge doing the rounds. Lalu Prasad Yadav saying that it's important for all of us to sit together. Arvind Kejriwal's not in the race of the Prime Minister, at least that's what the Aam Aadmi Party claims, at least for now. But
at least you have one confirmation from one party saying that they're not in the race.
Yeah, Nitish Kumar, on the other hand, being prompted and his name being thrown up as the probable prime ministerial face. But today, big meet, and we were showing those visuals as well. Look at the amount of leaders' posters that have been put up in Maharashtra. Akhilesh Yadav over there. You've got the Samajwadi Party. So represent Samajwadi Party. You've got Akhilesh Yadav. Several other leaders and their pictures that have come up. Mallikarjun Kharge's big poster, Rahul Gandhi's picture over there. Tejashwi Yadav also I can see probably a little bit over there.
There is that India meet. There is one picture that I actually caught my eye in that India meet, which you were actually pointing out to. There is one poster in which you have all. Yeah, this is the one. You have all of them in that.
Wow, right. So that's the opposition alliances meet today, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of things will get cleared today on. And for yesterday's press conference, if I could take the viewers through the main portions of yesterday's press conference, because Uddhav Thackeray led yesterday's press conference. Now the I.N.D.A alliance said that they were very happy that the alliance meeting is going to take place in Maharashtra. In Bengaluru there were just 26 parties. Today in Maharashtra there are 28 parties that are going to be getting together. Of course, as I.N.D.I.A progresses, the BJP government may even have to give gas cylinders free, says
that is the biggest ironic statement that came out from them, saying that they had some clout about it.
Yeah, and at the same time, Uddhav Thackeray said on LPG prices, because LPG prices came down by 200%, 200 rupees. They're saying those who consider the whole country as their family have joined hands together to save Bharat Mata. Our ideologies may be different, but our objective is the same. And that picture of, Mamata Banerjee tying the Rakhi to Uddhav Thackeray says a lot, and it's gone more than, it's gone a longer way than you'd expect. Also, he said that, we keep meetings so that we can talk about all these things. All these things, essentially regional parties' his role. What is the seat sharing structure going to be like? And of course, we're all going to be meeting again. Before we move on, what are you expecting finally from this meet? What do you think is going to be the biggest thing that's going to
I
come
think
up?
they are going to, in fact,
Is it going to be the logo or is it going to be the name of the
see
convener?
the logo, the convener, and probably the common amendment program as well. All that is fine. You have a structure being put into place. That is also fine. The 11 member committee, coordinating committee that you're planning to make, that is also fine. My biggest question is, how are you going to go with seat sharing, especially when you have allies in certain states who are your principal rivals in those states? I was just saying, like in the Congress is the principal rival of the CPM in Kerala. AAP is the principal rival of the Congress in Punjab. So how do you address these issues when it comes to grassroots levels? But Kabir, recently we had a story in which we came to know that the BJP, the CPM and the Congress all have come together and they were against the TMC when it came to the local panchayat polls to keep the TMC away. So I think local alliances and different kind of permutations and combinations are possible in this democracy. So I think that is why we will be still hair scratching democracy, because it doesn't follow the actual rules.